Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jamie here. I mean, you have to forgive me for the quality of this video. I do apologise, I'm recording it on my iPhone 5S at the moment. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad, but I just really don't have the time at the moment to use the big camera and edit it all properly in that, so I'm going to just kind of do a bit of a vloggy style update today, if you like. So I'm looking at my S4 at the moment on the desk, just connected up to my Traktor on the screen there. I am doing a bit of practicing because I've got a few under 18 things coming up. Well, we've got one planned at the moment. We're going to see what happens with that and whether we're going to continue, but let's be hopeful. I hope we are anyway. But I will get an update on that in a separate video, obviously, coming up. But anyway, I'm just more of this focusing on this as a Traktor S4, kind of a year and a half on style thing, really. Because I did a review on it, I gave it quite a good review, and I think it's only really fair that we update that a year in advance, because if you are looking into buying one of these things, you want to know how long your money's going to last, basically, how long it's going to last, is it durable, is it good, and all of that kind of stuff. So, I'm afraid, and I'm really sorry to kind of be like this, but it's a bit of a contrast to the initial review that I did of it. I did give it a very good review overall. If I just find it on my YouTube, I was just watching a video from Joe there. That was quite a good one, Joe, really funny as well. But definitely go check him out if you are browsing YouTube. There you go. I think I've given you enough of a plug there. Anyway, yes, so overall, it works. It does work. It does its good job with syncing hardware, software with Traktor and that. However, durability is where the S4 really does fail, to be honest. And I am going as serious as saying it fails, because it really does fail. I'm really unimpressed with the durability of this unit, particularly over the year that I've had it, because just so much of it actually just breaks. Like at the moment, I've just got it plugged into my Mac Pro. Normally, it seems to be working fine. Well, the computer anyway. Traktor is responding in that. We are plugged in all the way down into the USB there, and it's turned on. I haven't got it running through power at the moment, but if we just move the faders, we don't get anything on the screen, so it's being a bit difficult there. Anyway, if I try and disconnect it and reconnect it. Oh yeah, okay, this is the next thing as well. The USB port on the back, you may notice that bit in the middle is usually meant to be orange. That's because through general usage that bit snapped. I mean, you can't really blame them because that is the USB connector, but I've never ever had that happen with any of the other USB devices I previously used, including my previous Newmark controller and my sound card as well. That's never ever happened to me. So if we move on, let's plug it back in again, see what we get. This video is probably going to take up all the memory on my phone. It's only a 16 gig one. Okay, so it's powering up, and let's see if we get anything. Okay, it does appear to be controlling now. Let's take a look at the channel B fader. I'm using this with one hand, so I do apologise. If you look a bit at the top, it's kind of just... This is what happens when I put the fader right up to the very top on the S4. This is channel B. And it goes right down to the bottom. But notice, my hand's right there. It's still at the top. And now it appears at the top again, but it's very dodgy. You can see, I have no idea why it's doing that there. It's not just an issue with mine. My friends have a few of my friends have an S4, and they've all seemed to have experienced fairly the same issues. I don't really know whether they fixed it in the Mark II, but the construction of it seems very similar, so it's obviously difficult to say, but certainly with the Mark I of the S4, its build quality is quite disappointing in terms of what it's been like being used over the last year. And I haven't really been using it like every single night of that. It's only been the odd weekend here and there. Because I've been so busy with exams and that, I really have not been doing much of the mobile DJ stuff. But yeah, it's a bit disappointing really, particularly when you're paying, I think, about 700 or 800 quid for this new. But yeah, it's slightly disappointing. my channel B Q button, you can hear that, it's not going in, whereas with the D, that stopped working. Not that I use that a massive amount. And the effects triggers, they're a bit dodgy as well. But that depends again. So it's really difficult to say. I mean, it's a good controller for what it is, and I would say it's probably the best Traktor controller out there. But I would just suggest to Native Instruments that you seriously need to improve your build quality on these controllers. Either that or reduce the price of them, because honestly, if they're going to do this in less than a year, it's really not worth buying one. I'm really sorry to put a downer on it, because it's a good controller and that, but it's just really disappointing how easily they break, particularly when I just like using them so much. So it's, yeah, that's pretty much it with this controller anyway. I am going to try and do a look at some other stuff, like for example, I've got the Akai MPK49, a controller which I have just a MIDI controller, so it's it works with Ableton and that, just to input notes and all of that, instead of using this piano here, because the MIDI bridge that I've got going for it isn't the most reliable thing in the world. But anyway, I will try and get a video up on that soon. So anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this, and, well, not really enjoyed, because it's been a bit of a disappointing video, I guess, but if you are thinking of buying an S4, just do, I mean, it's a good controller and that, but do try to bear this kind of thing in mind. And I know it's just not me, because, as I said, quite a few of my friends have also got one of these controllers, and not one of them has, not one of them has never had an issue with it. They've all had issues with the controller. It's gone wrong one way or another, and I think it's well documented that that's the case as well. But yeah, do tell me what's happened with yours and that, because it could just be my group of friends and maybe myself that have been unlucky with this, but from the statistics anyway, it doesn't seem that far off. But okay, anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll be back with a new video soon. But yeah, take care, see ya.